Good job. So I guess we're live. So what's going on, guys? 35k is back here with another one, and this one is really special. So yes, I'm playing my gameplay. I'm not actually playing live now, but I've just finished it like literally a minute ago. But I've done something very stupid, like insanely stupid. I recorded it successfully, and then I accidentally deleted all the recordings that I had on my PC to free up some space. I actually was trying to delete some of them and accidentally highlighted all 44 items that I had in my recording file. So I decided to record myself and the screen while I'm replaying my own game that I just finished not even 5 minutes ago. So what's very impressive about it is the following. One, we started the entire game with 13 people alive. Yes, only 13 people alive. So that is unusual, right? And I landed in the shelter. I had a guy, teammate, what was his name? Big Amazing Boss, or Big Boss Amazing, something like that. So anyway, I landed in the shelter alone. I was trying to speak to him, but he was not really reacting. So I thought that he wasn't, understanding what I'm saying and what I was saying, and just assumed that I'm playing solo. More on that later. So by this point, I'm in the shelter. I found my M416, and I already killed someone that I found at the shelter, and actually I had a network lag as well. So I was really worried that the game won't be fully recorded, but I'm really glad that it is. So what's happening now, that 9 people are alive, and this is the very first zone. Look at that. This is the very first zone. It's actually just coming in right now, which is insane. So it's a lot of ground to cover. And look at this, 7 people alive. They actually, 2 of them died with a freaking vehicle explosion. Insane, isn't it? So at this point, I have my M416, I have my Car 98, and I killed 1, but remember, 1 out of 11 technically, excluding my teammate and myself, even though he's really far away from me at this point. So I'm just walking, not really certain where to go, expecting to find anyone anywhere, because right now there are 5 people alive. Yes, 7 alive, myself and my teammate included, so 5 people alive. So at this point I'm trying to communicate with him. I'm just telling him that I'm coming to you. I located him on the map. You can see this is where he is right now, and this is where I was. So I'm just telling him that I'm coming, bruv. Hope you can understand me. And then I realized that, look at this, there's an airdrop in front of me, but of course I suspected that someone might, actually I don't know why this door is closed. It wasn't closed in the game. So I suspected that someone will just snipe me now, but did not find anything special in that airdrop. It was just UMP and a couple of UMP ammo. So decided just to keep going. At this point, I'm running a little bit, more nervously than usual, because you really might expect to find someone around you, and it's not going to be very pleasant. Now, I'm trying to show you where I'm going. This is where my teammate was. Look at that. Big Boss Amazing. You see how far we are from each other? Yeah. And Rosie XD, I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that is one of the enemies. But Big Boss Amazing, him and I, you can see in the pin on the map, we have the same color. So I'm just telling him that I'm coming to you, and I'm gonna find a car soon. Escape the red zone, which is good. I'm gonna find a car soon. I'm telling him that actually I'm just gonna get in the car and come to you. But later on I realized that, yeah, see, that's where the car is. I thought it was a wreck, and then I realized that he actually understood what I was saying. He was getting closer to me, and there was no need to ride that car anymore, because we could just like run to each other. Romantic maybe, but who gives a crap? So here we are, getting closer to each other metaphorically. No, of course. So and then something crazy happened. So, first of all, yes, I made sure that this is an actual car, not a wreck, and also suspected that there was someone there, little that I knew, next to it. So, I was like, you know what, I'm coming to you, no need for the car, right now, brilliant. So, little I knew, hear that? That's the airdrop. That's the airdrop. And I'm the kind of guy that almost pays no attention to airdrops. And here's why. There's almost always someone sniping you with Car 98K waiting for you to reach that airdrop. But something extraordinary happened. I didn't even look up, as you saw, to search for that airdrop. Boom! I'm going to find it in front of me right now. With the most amazing weapon I've ever had, ever. I'm going to try to upload that screenshot, include it in that video, because I'm not sure if you can actually see it, since this is a replay or not. But I took a screenshot of the sweetness that I had. So, look at this. I saw where he is, realized that the airdrop is literally dropping above my head, and I'm telling him, oh, listen, I'm staying here, the airdrop is coming in, I can't miss it, I mean, it's coming to me, for crying out loud. Check this out. Boom! Oh, you can't see what's inside it, but I was like, bloody hell, what kind of weapon this is? Level 3 helmet, check, took it. Took this new weapon, which is called AUG, brilliant, 8 times scope. In addition to my M416, I dropped the Car 98K on the ground, as you can see, with my level 2 helmet. Now, at this point, we're not the only one who saw the airdrop, cars coming approaching, and we did freaking kill them both. Look at that. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn around. The car is going to be here any second. See? Right now. I'm using my AUG. They're both dead. Look at that. That is extraordinary weapon. Seriously, the very best weapon I've ever used in this game. I mean, I'm sorry I'm 416, but that was just extraordinary. I'm reliving the moment because it literally happened like 5 minutes ago. And I feel so stupid that that recording got deleted, but I'm doing this for you guys because this is really special. I've never seen a game that started with 13 people, ended up with me winning. So, yes, spoiler alert, I already spoiled it for you. We won the game. So, I'm going to show you how. So at this point, look at that. It's the very first zone. The map is massively huge and 4 people are alive. It's just us and one more team. Practically just one team. 2 more people to kill. 4 total kills. That's not so terrible now, is it? So, no, we didn't take this car. We looted this place well. And we just decided to keep going. I think I don't know if I can skip through this, but I don't know if I should. So by this point, honestly, they can just be anywhere. The first blue zone is not even complete, and there are only 2 people left. Crazy thing is, of course, they realized that as well. And there was just no point of waiting at any building or camping because A, that's not cool. B, which is more important than A, they could just be really far away from us and we can just camp there like idiots. At this point I realized that I don't have a pan, sticking in front of my arse like he does. So I was actually searching for a pan. Ridiculous, yes, but decided not to give it any other thought. So by this point I forgot about the pan. So here we go. Now facing, I'm checking. At this point I don't have anything else except my red dot and my 8 times scope. Now I'm not that comfortable with 8 times scope. People who would know me playing would tell you that Teddy's 35K's favorite scope is 2 times scope. I'm getting the hang of 4 times scope nowadays, but in this game I actually had to use the 8 times scope because I had no other choice. It was either it or the red dot, and again, for such a massive map, we're looking for 2 people literally. I had to properly zoom in. So at this point he spoke his first English words telling me to follow me. I was like, yeah, no, you can't understand English. Freaking brilliant. So he got on the vehicle, and I had no clue where he was driving. But again, you can tell where these two guys were. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna say SOB or anything like that. So, absolutely nerve-wracking. We are pretty much in the new zone. Still a minute for the blue zone to approach us. And again, this is really special. I mean, it's never happened to me before. So that's why I'm showing it with you guys. Check this out. We actually got the vehicle inside the building. I left the vehicle and the guy just kept driving. I'm like, bruh, this is cool. Again, I've never seen that before. But smart, because he doesn't want, you know, people to see the vehicle outside of the building. They really know that there's a very high chance that you're still there. And you don't want people to know this. Now at this point I was like, yeah, you know what, screw it. I can't really zoom in enough using my red dot. See, I was like, that's ridiculous. It's a lot of space that I need to cover. So screw it. 8 times scope. Dash it on the top of the AUG. And dash the red dot on the top of the M416. Now show me what's up right there. So started looking for people. Couldn't find any. Again, we're looking for a needle in a haystack, for crying out loud. It's just 2 in that ginormous map. But at this point, the blue zone already started almost. You see how the, I don't know if you can go back in the video, I'm not going to do that for you, and see that it was counting like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then before you know it, it's more than half complete. Did you notice this? I think this is one of the, I don't know, bugs in the game, or possibly not, because they saw that there were only 4 people alive and there's no point of the zone really slowly getting narrower and narrower. So they were like, let's just speed things up. Honestly, I didn't cut that. I also freaked out about it when I was playing not even 10 minutes ago. So I just decided to ignore it. Actually, I was a bit grateful for it because it would speed things up a little bit more. And again, this is really nerve-wracking. So at this point I'm realizing, you know what, 8 times scope is not so bad to control after all. But especially if you're like in a building like that or a tower and you're trying to spot people from far away distance. So you just zoom in, and once you see someone, sorry about that, what I meant was piff piff. No, maybe so, then who cares. So yeah, him and I pretty much gave up right after this. We're just waiting for the new zone to shape up, to see how does it look like. And yeah, I'm seeing the blue zone right now. I'm telling him that I'm seeing the blue zone right now. Actually, by this point I started speaking a lot more with him, but he wasn't really reacting. But at least I knew that he was able to understand me. Again, we're not trying to, you know, become best friends forever now, but I mean, it could happen. But you know, I really wanted to win this game. I just really wanted to win it for several reasons. A, it's such an unusual game, you gotta win it. Started with 13 people, only 13 people. And B, I found an airdrop right in front of me with the most amazing, possibly one of the rarest, correct me if I'm mistaken in the comment section below, one of the rarest weapons, which is an AUG. Right, so with my M416 and AUG, and I gave him the Carl 98K with my 8 times zone and red dot. I just kept going. Now, as I'm running now here, and we're going to the new zone, we are already in it. Let me show you where they are versus where we were. So they are pretty much trying to get to the safe zone. So there was some distance really between us. Little that we knew, and by this point I'm just realizing that, you know what, if they will appear in front of us right now, I'm not that confident to battle with the 8 times scope. I need something for just shorter range. Thankfully I had the red dot, so I was like, yeah, let's just get to this building, let's just see what we're dealing with. Try to zoom in again here and there, and I'm really at this point just telling him that, look at the airdrop on the top. Probably they will go get it, but maybe not if they are really far away. And the thing is, it's just us versus them. So they are also probably thinking the same way as we are, because they just might camp somewhere. They probably also have an 8 times zoom, and then they'll be waiting for us to approach that package. See, now I'm freaking out that he's getting a little bit further away from me. I'm telling him, bro, let's just stick in the same building. I know I sound like a little scary chicken, but I was really nervous and more excited than usual, because I saw since minute 1 in the game that there's a very good chance of winning this. So yeah, we're watching the airdrop right now. Here it is. See that smoke coming from it, and we just can't see anyone approaching it. And as you can see, we are very near the new zone, and we've got like a minute. At this point, I think the game itself was helping us speeding up the game. So I don't know, they must have some sort of algorithm in terms of how quickly the zone moves, or how quickly the time moves, versus how many live players are on the battlefield right now. So we can't see anyone. See, I switched back to the red dot. I was like, that's it. The zone is getting really narrower. My level 2 vest was damaged. I'm going to switch it to actual normal level 2 vest, which is right there. So I switched my level 2 vest. Yeah, you see, that's enough zoom for me right now. Something that I can perfectly control. Here we go. And I was like, where are you going? Oh yeah, you're going to the new zone. But let's just take a look here, see if they are anywhere to be seen. And let me take a look at where they were. Oh, they were in front of us right there. That's funny. So they were actually in the zone before us. So at this point, it's getting really intense, because again, it was counting minutes. I don't know if you noticed this. And the blue line already moved more than half. I boosted myself with the only painkiller I had, and he did the same thing, because we're going to do a bit of running and a bit of nerve-wracking experience. We're approaching the end right now, not just because you are, seeing the timeline of the gameplay, but because this is pretty much the beginning of the end, and there was no need for any 4 times scope or 8 times scope or anything like that. Not even 2 times scope, honestly. So red dot was just more than enough. And I'm like, rah, look at the new zone. It already got smaller. The time is moving faster. Look at this. The time is actually moving a little bit faster. And when the zone starts moving, it's just like in an instant almost halfway there. So even the game is helping you, realizing that hurry the hell up, you better win this or you're dead. So I'm not going to be able to recreate the entire excitement that I just recorded that even 25 minutes ago when I won the game, but honestly, watch this. So 5 seconds, I'm deciding to leave some distance between us right now, because if they will snipe him, I'll see from where they are sniping him, and I'll try to snipe them myself, because they can't see me now. See, the blue line just instantly almost moved there. Is crazy fast again. So that is probably not a bug. That is probably due to the fact that there's only pretty much 4 of us. So here we go. I'm realizing that I'm in the zone. I don't need to hurry. They need to. And look at that. The zone got so freaking small. We need to do it already. So here we go. Here we go. So now I decided to use the blue zone itself as a shield and leave some distance. I saw him shooting and see, damaged him, knocked him out, and then damaged the other one. That almost knocked him out, knocked them both out. You got it. And honestly, I wasn't sure what to do because I couldn't see them probably right now, and I don't have any grenades. I didn't have nothing. That's not me throwing the grenade. I didn't have any bombs, not even a stun gun, not even smoke grenade. So I was like, okay, smart. He went downhill. so they won't be able to snipe us so easily. And they moved over there, so we suspected them to move to the right, to a bit of the north, innit? To the west, actually, northwest. So, and I was like, that's it, we're gonna win this, but it's not over yet. We already knocked them out, but they healed, so they can win at this point. He knocked one out, and before you know it, winner, chicken dinner. 25k won the game. Well, Big Boss was amazing, really. So 6 total kills together, brilliant, and we won the game. I just wanted to share that with you. Recreated it. It happened not even half an hour ago, and that's it. If you really liked it at any point, give it a thumbs up. That would really help the brother out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be kind to one another. Stay tuned for my upcoming stream. Vermintide 2 is coming in, and yeah, what was I going to say? Stay cool. Talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.